place very far from this world. And the only way you can get there is through music. Remember, only music can set you free and fill you with energy to life. Be prepared for a new music transformation, and in a moment, you will be transported to this place. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome
be replaced. Freedom cannot. Portions of this program may not be suitable for those under the age of 18. Parental guidance is suggested, but not mandatory.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is, the most listened to radio show on the planet. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
I don't care if it sounds crazy and has a brain injury. He is funny as
We're definitely in support of those that serve.
Rock has 2 words of advice for you. Simply put, get ready.
There's a lot of non-profit organizations out there.
I've seen a lot of stuff in my life, but that was awesome.
You ain't seen nothing yet.
Business to make dreams come true.
The HTrain Show.
The HTrain Show.
On to your butt.
Ladies and gentlemen, not only are we live in studio, but
look at that.
Look at that.
That is awesome, dude.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are quarantined.
Yeah, we are.
You don't know this. If you're listening to us via the YouTube, Twitch, all those great different things. In fact, I tell you what, I'm a little loud. I'm going to turn us down just a little bit.
What?
Yeah, but anyways. So, hey, check this out, ladies and gentlemen. If you're viewing YouTube, we are here, and we are doing the whole quarantine, the 6 foot thing or whatever. We even got this. And,
these things are cool.
Broadcasting from the Colorado Media School here in Lakewood, Colorado. It is another edition of the HTrain Show. We're here. Our only mission is to show our veterans and our men and women in uniform all over the world that there are more programs out there beyond the VA. My name's HTrain.
And I'm Rob.
And thank you so much for joining us. There we go. I don't know. Did you hear that?
I did hear that.
Okay.
Did you
All
hear
right.
that?
Well, I tell you what. Maybe I need to turn my speakers up a little bit louder. There we go. I can hear myself a little bit better.
Turn it down.
Turn it up. Turn it down.
I made a little YMCA right there. That was
YMCA.
You realize that was my wife and mine? That was our first dance.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Nice.
Except if you've ever seen me dance, it looked like I was spelling HELP. I love our background. It looks like something inside of a starship. It's kind of cool.
Do you like that?
I do. It matches my cool new mask and hood thing.
I'm listening to the app. Oh yeah, you can definitely hear us.
Yeah.
So that's good. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but we have a splendid show for you today. Like I said, we got our masks, and we are well, should I tell them the story?
I would tell them the story. Yeah.
Here's the story. So it's not on it was on my Facebook page. I should have put it on my HTrain show, the show page. But recently, I told Rob, I'm like, hey, they're going to open up the studio, but the thing is that we've got to wear masks. Well, we can't wear the cloth mask because, I can't even breathe in that thing.
And with a goatee like yours, I mean, why would you want to cover that?
Right? And I couldn't, I literally couldn't breathe, or people couldn't hear us because the sound quality is just terrible. So what we did was, I'm like getting on the phone, talking to these different companies and stuff. And like, I just found out that we were back in the studio, like Thursday or Friday.
Okay. Yeah.
And I saw this DIY. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to try this DIY thing. So what I did was I bought a hair Burnett, and it was like one of those sheet dividers. And when I did the sheet dividers, well, let's just say it didn't exactly work out. In fact,
but the lady in the video made it look so cool.
I know, right? But
you looked pretty ridiculous.
I did. I knew something was wrong when my wife came in, and she didn't even say anything, man. She just started laughing for like 30 seconds.
My wife does the exact same thing. Usually I'm not wearing clothes, though.
So I'm like, okay. I gotta rethink this whole procedure because this just isn't doing it. So then my old sponsor, they reached out. They were one of the companies I called, and they're making these, and we're gonna give you their information here in a little bit. But it's Folsom Skis here in Colorado. They have 800 on hand. If you mention the show, then they'll let you buy one for $7.
Wow. See, now I would much rather wander around the grocery store with this rather than like the cloth masks and things.
I know, right?
Yeah. Because now people can see when I give them dirty looks.
Right.
And they get it,
Right. Oh, and today Rob was very gracious. He went over and bought me a juice. Look at this.
You can drink out of it, not like with those cloth masks.
Yeah. You can totally drink out of it. I love it. I think this is great. So, once again, real quick before we forget, today's interview, Rob.
Yeah. Want me to tell them about it?
Yeah, your name.
All about it. Oh, it does. It says Rob right there on the sheet of paper. That is so cool. So we're going to talk to Henry Stauffer from Bugles Across America. Man, if you don't already have a box of those Kleenex sitting next to you when you're listening to the show, you're going to want some. This kid is amazing. And if that doesn't give you hope for the future, nothing will. This kid is pretty impressive.
Yeah, I was pretty amazed. He was so nice, and I was kind of being a little comical or whatever. I hope he was cool with that. But we wanted to put some comedy into it, but we will be talking with him. And then today's What the Moment that we're going to be talking about, I don't know if you've heard about it, but I kind of posted about it on Facebook. My wife,
lovely woman,
I love her to death, but she started this collection thing, and I think we're going to lose the house because she started this collection thing. And oh crap, she started just joined in and started watching. But
great. Hi, honey.
So these Disney keys that are out, we're going to talk a little bit about that. She's going crazy over this.
Okay.
I mean, it's like her Tupperware. I don't need one more thing cluttering up the house. But yeah. So, can you believe that there's this one key that's going for like $3,000?
No.
Yeah,
No, I
and
cannot.
this is plastic. This is plastic. So we're going to be talking. We're going to be talking about that. Okay.
Sounds like it's about to be MBR Radio, the HTrain show, and Key Production.
Right. So we're going to be talking about that. Also, today's event, the ugly truth. What are we talking about on that one?
I'm not telling. We're going to talk about it. But don't you worry. We'll get there.
Okay.
It's going to be a surprise. You'll like it. It's something close to my heart and every other vital organ.
You got a lot of things close to your heart, though, man.
I do have a lot of things close to my heart. It's a big heart. Some would say swollen. My cardiologist would say inflamed.
So, okay. Well, with that being said,
hey, man, how's your week been?
You know, it's been going good. We've got a number of interns that just started with us for MBR, so I'm super excited about that.
You got a couple new shows going on?
Yeah, a couple of new shows. Show your support. Help these guys. These guys have really did their schooling. You know, they've really trained real hard for it. So I'm super excited with them about that. And we've got some more shows. We just have to teach them. I got to teach you so you can help me teach. But right now we've got 56 interns at MBR.
56?
56 interns, and of the 56 interns, 8 veteran shows.
That's amazing.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Yes. So it's not about me, it's about these guys. And look, if you're a veteran and you want to get to DJing, hey, call us up because MBR will pay for your DJ gear. We will pay for you to play, and we'll pay for the DJ gear as well. You just have to do a commitment thing with us. And of course, if you'd like to come to school here, Colorado Media School, or like Ohio Broadcast, there's a bunch of schools out there. Hey, I'm teaching every Thursday. That should tell you something right there. So not only do we have a radio show, but we teach and we inform students and veterans how to do it. So
it's good to be back in the studio with you, man.
Yeah.
It's been a long-distance relationship.
I know, right?
So what did we do, like 8 shows? I think we did 7 or 8 shows with distance.
Yeah.
So it's good to be back with you.
Yeah, and I, to be honest with you, I hated it. I hated it because, no matter what, I know, Super Bowl, we're the cue ball posse, yo. So with the in regards to the show though, I'm super. Now what?
We should have wore lab coats and stuff.
I know, right? I know. But it's super cool that I have you here because if I forget to do something, you can tap me. Hey, make sure you hit the mute button or something like that. And I will say that today we gave our show producer, Amanda Opdyke, we gave her business cards and her car signs.
Congrats.
So she is so stoked for that. But
I mailed out today last week's winner of coffee that the Coffee Cabin donated to us.
Nice.
Thank you, Wes. I dropped that in the mail today to Matthew Song. Matt, thanks for listening. You should have it in a couple of days. Yeah. So good things coming.
Nice. And I will tell you this. We're going to have 3 giveaways today. All right. I'm going to tell a little bit about the one giveaway and then try to give away, later in the show. You have to report it to it before the show ends. But we're gonna give away one of these masks.
Really?
Yeah, we're gonna give one of these masks away. And check this out. The company is called Folsom Skis. They're right here in Denver. They're off of, I want to say Broadway.
Okay.
Okay. They're off of Broadway in the Denver area. It's like / Aurora, Denver area kind of thing.
They have a website, do you know?
They do have a website. We're going to be posting that website on the social media, and we'll tag them after this is. But check this out. if you are a first responder or military, they just kind of need numbers from you, and they'll work a deal with you under the thing. But if you go to like Lowe's or Home Depot, because I went to like 4 or 5 of them this weekend.
I went to 2.
And they're completely booked. Like, they didn't have any.
None of these, huh?
None of these. And if you saw the one that I made, oh my God, you would definitely laugh.
It was awesome.
Yeah.
And your face behind it, you looked
Oh my gosh, it was really bad.
I want to sneeze once on the inside of this thing and see what that looks like. Hopefully we're on air when that happens.
Well, I do have Lysol, so we can do the Lysol test. But these guys, if you mention the show, Folsom Skis, $7,
cool.
Which that's not much at all. Okay. I don't think you can buy a mask around the area for less than $7.
I would wear this riding my motorcycle.
Right? I would wear this in the grocery store.
I would too.
I like this, and you can go to like the club, and you can drink your beer or whatever too. It's awesome.
The club.
I do want to do a shout out real quick with DJ Moon. Moon did our music.
Oh yeah.
I love her tunes. Yeah, she's doing awesome. And
Great show.
So we have 3. The one veteran that just started MBR. I heard his show this morning.
Mm-hmm.
Great, the Just Wait show.
Yep, Just Wait. I love that.
Yeah.
Good show.
I love that music, man. I'm just so proud. I love my interns. I'm just so proud of them. And Jen's going to edit the podcast so that when we leave out of here at 8, because we're on time restriction, unfortunately. Mm-hmm. But we will, before we go any further, I forgot to tell you that our tribute to troop today is Sergeant... I wrote it down. Can you see that? I think it's Staff Sergeant Ronald Schur.
Yep.
Yeah. Staff Sergeant Ronald Schur. And thank you to Chris East and Amanda for making that happen. How? And of course, the 2-minute warning will preview who we have on for next week, and we'll explain what we learned today in this episode. Joel... Are you keeping Rob in his place by having his mic leveled down?
No.
That's by Tom Stoffer.
Imagine that. Of all people. Hey, folks, so the tribute to the troops, a lot of effort goes into the tribute to the troops, and when we put those names out there, so Staff Sergeant Ronald Schur, the whole point is for you to do a little bit more and look up a little bit more and find out a little bit more about those people. These are people that we are very adamant we don't want their names forgotten. We want them remembered. So please, by all means, look them up. And thanks for the support, Tom.
Yeah, for sure. All right, everybody. Make sure that you do the tagging and share this video and stuff, because we don't care about getting popular, but we're trying to grab those veterans out there that need resources, that they need help. All right. You talk about trying to end this 22 suicides a day. Share this video so that we can to grab this. And Amanda just told me that I needed to lower your mic down because you have a heavy voice.
I do have a heavy voice. My voice is not the only thing that's heavy. I'm getting hit up with, hey, why aren't you sharing the HTrain show live on Facebook? So guess what? That's what I'm going to do right now.
There you go. All right.
Watch party.
So check this out, everybody. We're going to go on our first music break, and when we come back off the music break, it is that time. We will be hitting the interview with the
Henry
Stoffer. So whatever you do, stay with us. Don't go away. You're listening to the show that highlights all the nonprofit programs out there beyond the VA. You're listening to the HTrain Show.
Hey, it's Rob with the Colorado State leader for Mission 22, practicing social distancing today out on the road. I understand for a lot of us that with no gym being open, no jiu-jitsu going on. I know it's a challenging time right now for a lot of folks. You're looking for that community, you're looking for something. Reach out. You know the number, 303-301-5052. You can call that number anytime. I will answer. I know a lot of people are having a hard time. Reach out to your friends. Don't wait till you're in that dark place. Don't wait till you're in that pit. Before you get down there, reach out to your friends. Say, hey, let's talk. Let's go have some social distancing together. Cool? Hey, again, reach out to mission22.com.
Hi, I'm Nico Marcolongo with the Challenge Athletes Foundation. I'm proud to be here with other nonprofits to support our troops get from the front line to the finish line.
You supported us, now we're supporting you.
Due to copyright laws, we cannot play via Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, or Twitter. If you'd like to listen to our music, feel free to download our MBR app. You can find the app at our website, which is www.mbrradio.us. That's www.mikebravoradio.us. Or you can hit us up, iTunes, and Android store. Keep listening. We will be right back. I promise.
Just a few minutes, we will begin adding these artifacts to the molten bronze as we cast an historic bell, the Honor Bell.
The inspiration for the Honor Bell was about 3 years ago. I attended a funeral for a World War II veteran, and at the conclusion of the ceremony, there were no military honors given. And so I thought, there's got to be a better way to honor our service members, and certainly our veterans from the greatest generation. We had the concept of putting artifacts from military veterans in the actual bell.
We invited the Honor Bell Foundation from Denver, Colorado to come and watch us cast the first Honor Bell.
Each state line we stopped, we did a dignified transfer of these artifacts from one motorcycle group to the next, until we've gotten all the way here to Cincinnati and the Verdun Foundry, where we did one final dignified transfer.
It was a long journey, but it gave emphasis more to what we were doing and showing that the nation actually appreciated what we were doing.
I donated 2 of my husband's artifacts to the bell, his belt buckle from the Coast Guard and his dog tag from the Coast Guard. I just felt that the Coast Guard with the insignia on it was something that was really special.
We have artifacts from each major war since World War II.
The metal was so hot that it basically just melted those artifacts into the molten metal so that it makes those metals actually a part of the bell.
Working with the Verdun Company has just been an incredible experience for us. They've been working as partners with us all along the way, and without them we would never have the success that we have now for the first Honor Bell.
It's neat to be able to partner with the Honor Bell Foundation that has this mission to bring one of these bells to every national cemetery.
The Honor Bell Foundation, in partnership with Cincinnati's own Verdun Company, has forged the 1,000-pound bronze bell you see in left center field. After the pregame festivities, the Honor Bell will be escorted by the Patriot Guard Riders and Cincinnati Police, who will lead the bell away from the ballpark and begin the 1,192-mile journey to the bell's permanent home at Fort Logan National Cemetery in Denver.
Tolling of the bell really signifies a solemn moment. And each time it tolls, in our case 7 times, each one of those tolls represents something special and something that was lost to our country, and in this case, a veteran.
The next sound you will hear after the moment of silence that we are about to have will be the first tolling of the Honor Bell at Fort Logan National Cemetery.
These bells will be put all over the country to celebrate these lives of these soldiers that given their life truly for our freedom that we enjoy here in the United States.
Due to copyright laws, we cannot play via Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, or Twitter. If you'd like to listen to our music, feel free to download our MBR app. You can find the app at our website, which is www.mbrradio.us. That's www.MikeBravoRadio.us. Or you can hit us up, iTunes and Android store. Keep listening. We will be right back. I promise.
Hey, it's Rob with the Colorado State leader for Mission 22, practicing social distancing today out on the road. I understand for a lot of us that with no gym being open, no jiu-jitsu going on, I know it's a challenging time right now for a lot of folks. You're looking for that community, you're looking for something. Reach out. You know the number, 303-301-5052. You can call that number anytime. I will answer. I know a lot of people are having a hard time. Reach out to your friends. Don't wait till you're in that dark place. Don't wait till you're in that pit. Before you get down there, reach out to your friends, say, hey, let's talk, let's go have some social distancing together. Cool? Hey, again, reach out to mission22.com.
Hi. Hey, everybody, Max Wade with you here. Idiot, DJ, sex symbol to the stars. Just don't tell Brad Pitt, he gets a little nervous. Hey, I'm also an 8-year Navy veteran and member of Operation Desert Storm, along with the newest VJ at MBR. Make sure you tune in every Monday and Friday, 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central, 6 a.m. Mountain Time. I'll be bringing you 2 hours of great classic rock along with today's alternative. I'm a rocker, folks. So be sure to tune in. We'll have a blast, a little comedy in there. You just never know. Again, that's every Monday morning and Friday morning from 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central, 6 a.m. Mountain Time. For 2 hours of the Just Wait Here show. We'll see you on Monday, May 18th. Aloha.
Hey, this is Reverend Gary Belk here with Rightly Dividing the Word of Truth. Are you into religion? Not me. Hopefully you're not either. I'm into truth. So what is truth? Well, it's not relative, it's absolute. Truth is information that it's the same for everybody, no matter where you live, no matter when you live. We're into truth. And if you want to join us, it's at like 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I think that would probably be like 5 a.m. here in the Mountain West. And so we would enjoy for you to join us and learn truth. So here's what, let me just share with you just a second. 7 worldviews. What worldview do you have? I'm a theist. God created. And all of the worldviews other than theism are self-defeating. So
My name is Star Baxter, and I grew up in rural Nebraska. When I was 19, I joined the United States Marine Corps and served as a military police officer from 1997 to 2005. Yes, I deployed to Kuwait and Iraq, and I saw firsthand, like many others, the toils of true hate that comes with war. I often just shook my head in disbelief, unable to comprehend what was happening to me mentally.
When I came home, my mom came to visit me and insisted that I had changed and was different. Honestly, that just pissed me off more. But as time passed, I realized I had changed. The biggest realization came in March of 2005 when I took my then 5-year-old daughter to Disneyland for her birthday. We got our tickets at the gate and then entered the park. Main Street was packed. We made it about 100 feet into the park, and already 5 people had pushed or shoulder bumped us. I felt my blood pressure rising and wanted everyone to just back away. When I felt the squeeze of my hand and I looked down, my daughter looked up at me with a smile and said, "Mom, are you okay? Let's just go to the beach." I was divorced and in the middle of a custody battle. I wanted to go home to Nebraska to be with family to help me, but I was court ordered to stay in California or give up custody of my daughter, so I was forced to go through my pain alone. I self-isolated, I drank a lot, and when I did land a civilian job, I struggled with personal interactions and could not comprehend the seemingly laid-back laziness of people in general. In 2011, I was finally able to move to Colorado to be closer to family and my sister. With the help and encouragement of my sister, I started to get back to my roots of horses. It started simple, a ride here and there, helping her clean horses or helping muck stalls. Then I was asked to go to one of the shows and show a horse for our friend Brenda. She put me on a horse named Silky. Silky was patient and kind and guided me through that show. The following year, I married my now husband Wade Davis, and we purchased 10 acres. I purchased a horse and started working with her to get back to showing myself. I discovered that with horses, I was able to go to events and be around groups of people. Being on top of a horse, no one would crowd around near you, and if someone did get too close for comfort, I'd just lie to them and say my horse kicks. They move really quick when you say that.
Retired Army officer and an above-the-knee amputee on my left side. I am a Paralympian, a world champion in the sport of triathlon, and currently live in Colorado, a mom of 2, and you are listening to the HTrain Show.
All right, everybody, we are back, and once again, you're listening to the show that highlights all the nonprofit programs out there beyond the VA. You're listening to the HTrain Show, and with us is another guest that Rob set up. I'm going to let him introduce him. Go ahead, Rob, whenever you're ready.
Well, let me set the stage first. I mean, let's tell people where we're going here. So, no joke, no lie. A couple of years ago, I was a paramedic for the city of Denver, Colorado. I was working with one of my favorite field instructors. Please make sure he hears that part. Yeah, and he was very happy to tell me that his lovely wife had gotten pregnant. And that pregnancy resulted in Henry Stauffer, who is now, how old are you today, Henry? 17, 16? How old are you today?
I'm 15. About to turn 16.
So that would have been 16 years ago. And now Henry is a volunteer with an organization called Bugles Across America. So Henry Stauffer, thank you very much for coming on the HTrain Show. Why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself to start?
Yeah, of course. Thanks for having me. Okay. Yeah, I'm a sophomore at Eagle Crest High School, which is out in Centennial, Colorado.
Mm-hmm.
I've been playing trumpet for 5 years now. And I started with Bugles Across America 3 years ago. It was interesting. It was at a Veterans Day memorial at Fort Logan, and they said, come 30 minutes early, we'll audition you, and then if the audition goes well, you'll be playing in the memorial that day. So I went in, the audition went really well, and next thing I know, I'm playing echo taps with 4 gentlemen, and the whole memorial was there. So
awesome. That's outstanding. So when did you pick up the trumpet? How old were you when you picked up the trumpet? Can you hear me okay?
I was, fifth grade. So I was around 12.
So you're 12, so you had only been playing for like a year when you got that audition, huh?
Yeah.
Plus or minus? Very nice. Now, do you play for your school band as well?
Yeah, so the way my school kind of has it set up is that there's three levels of like a concert band. There's concert band, symphonic band, and wind ensemble.
Mm-hmm.
And there's two jazz bands. There's the first jazz band, and then there's the second jazz band. And I'm in the top of both, so I'm in wind ensemble and jazz too. And then I'm the trumpet section leader for our school's marching band, and then I'm in the pet band as well.
Very nice. Very nice. All right, H, I'll let you have the next one.
Oh, that's okay. That's all right. So that's in high school I played saxophone, and I can tell that. Well, I can tell you. I don't know if you, other than guitar, do you play anything, Rob?
And I wouldn't say that I play guitar. I have a guitar and I bang on that thing. I would never say that I play the guitar.
Okay.
But as a matter of fact, so funny you say that. I went to Memorial Middle School in Middlebury, Connecticut, and I learned how to play the trumpet from Randy Rhoads' father. Now, if you asked me to play the trumpet now, that would be a miserable failure. It would sound like a dead elk walking up a hill. So yeah, Mr. Rhoads, I apologize. But yeah, what else do you play, Joel? H?
Well, so when I came back from the Paralympics, I bought a guitar and I started trying to learn that.
Really?
That went nowhere. I bang on it and strum, the strings, and I'm like, gosh, you definitely have to have a lot of patience. You can have all the time in the world. You got to have a lot of patience. And that was what I was getting ready to ask you, because like in high school, I went from the clarinet to the saxophone, and I was really good at the clarinet. But then when they gave me the saxophone, and wow, that went right over my head. It was so confusing. Now, I know with the bugle, that's in the brass section, and you have to have what is called brass lips. So evidently you have to have brass lips, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so
I'm never going to let you live this down.
now, since we know that you have to have brass lips, explain to our viewers, our listeners, what brass lips are.
So brass lips are they vary depending on what instrument you play. So trumpet and French horn have the smallest mouthpiece, which means you need a really tight embouchure, which is your lips sitting on the horn. So if you want to play really high and have in the range of a trumpet, you need to get your lips that the vibration is quicker, causing the pitch to go up. Versus if you're trying to play tuba like my dad did, you need to have bigger lips to fill the mouthpiece, so the vibration is lower, causing the pitch to go down.
So your dad played the tuba. I wish I had this information 17 years ago.
Well, this is the fun part. Now what we're gonna do, Henry, is we're gonna ask you to kind of demonstrate what brass lips are. You explained it. Maybe we have some people that are visual learners. Yeah. And so there'll be some people laugh. Rob's over here. He can't wait for this. There's some people that are just waiting for this. Kind of show people what brass lips are. Because, like, I remember going to my teacher and they're like, okay, show us what brass lips are. And I would go like, kind of thing. All right. So now you have to demonstrate the brass lips thing.
It's just national radio, Henry. Yeah. Everyone in the world is listening. Don't worry about being embarrassed. Million viewers and listeners last week, but please go ahead.
Right, don't worry about it.
All right. So basically, it's kind of weird. When I first learned how to buzz, that's what they call it when you're trying to vibrate your lips together. They basically just said, okay, try and make a farting noise by vibrating your lips. And so I tried, and finally it's like kind of like that.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you. That right there is the best part of the show, Henry. By us doing the demonstrations, the best part. I'm sure everybody right now is laughing, but in all due seriousness, the trumpet, the trombone, the tuba, those things are no joke. Those things take a lot of practice, a lot of hot air. I mean, just trying to play that. So
Plenty of hot air, trust me.
So I so I admire you. Now here's a question. We know that you can play the trumpet. Now can you read music, or is it more just like hearing the sound and knowing which fingers to push down?
Yeah. So to be at the level where I'm at the top bands at my high school, you have to be proficient at reading music and music theory, which is a whole bunch of stuff that takes years to teach, and it gets complicating a lot. So yeah, you have to read music, and then you have to be able to teach music to the incoming freshmen, and so yeah, it's kind of passing the torch in that way.
Wow, really? I didn't realize that. That's pretty impressive, dude.
Yeah.
I had no idea. So then, all right. So let's talk about Bugles. Hang on, let me make sure I have this correct. Let's talk about Bugles Across America. Tell us about this organization, Henry.
Okay, so Bugles Across America is a nonprofit organization founded by Tom Day. He was a colonel, I believe, in the Marine Corps, and he had a buddy of his pass, and obviously they wanted military honors for his funeral. And so instead of having a live bugler, because there's only 200 buglers across the Army and they can't be everywhere at once, so what they did is that after the 3-round volley, one of the soldiers turned around and pressed play on a tape recorder, and Tom Day got really upset about that, and so he got all the permission from the government to start this nonprofit organization that has over 4,000 buglers across America that will perform taps at military honors. So yeah.
How did you get tied in with them? Other than the audition you already told us about, how did you get tied in with them?
So I got started. So my dad introduced me to them. I never really heard of them before. So I started doing research and a bunch of YouTube videos and reading the directive for buglers on the website. And I got really interested, and it's like, okay, I'm not of age to serve my country yet, but this is a way that I can. And so I got really into it, and I contacted Tim Park, which is the Colorado director. And we kind of set up the interview process like that, and then I was in.
Very nice. That's very impressive. That's very noble. I like the way your parents are raising you. Well done. Very well done. Got anything? Do you guys have any events coming up?
So as of right now, we can't because of this coronavirus stuff happening. But after the stay-at-home order is lifted and we're allowed to, the cemeteries and stuff are allowed to have military honors at funerals, then we're going to start picking it back up again. But as of right now, we're kind of grounded in that way.
Anything for Memorial Day coming up?
We're kind of planning on doing stuff alone. So like buglers will go out like in front of their house or a park or something, and play taps for Memorial Day.
Is this happening at a certain time?
It's still in the works right now, so
Okay.
I couldn't give you a specific time.
You know what would be a fantastic idea, Rob? What would be a fantastic idea is if your whole team, Henry, you guys got together, you started this, like, the Zoom thing that we're doing right now, okay? And you guys start playing while you guys are on video, record it, and then, make sure that, it sounds good, because we won't want you to, like, stream something that, sounds like Al Bundy snoring or anything. but after you guys record it, you guys play. Now that would be awesome.
So doing research for this upcoming interview, I came across a video of Henry and a few of his classmates doing exactly that.
Ah.
Was it you playing, Henry? Yeah.
You know, Rob, if
What-
if you send that to me, I might be able to upload that in this record thing. Is it a YouTube video or a clip or what?
Henry, you tell us. What is it?
So there's this app called Acapella.
Okay.
And so it's kind of like an Instagram social media thing. But you take a video of yourself playing a part of music, and then you can you can stop it and then send it to someone else, and then they can play over what you played, and so then you can kind of get a bunch of people playing music together.
All right, awesome. Now, Rob, are you going to send that to me?
Well, Henry, are you cool with me sending that? And keep in mind, it will probably go viral.
Yes.
Yeah, go for it.
So yeah, man, I will send that your direction, man. No problem.
Okay, send that to me, and while we're talking, I'm going to try to set that up in OBS, and we can share it with the viewers.
Okay, absolutely. Do you want me to try to send it to you right now while we're talking?
Yes.
I'm a multi-skilled, multifaceted.
I know you are. In fact,
so while we're talking that one through, why doesn't Henry tell us about how other people can get involved in Bugles Across America?
I like it.
Okay, so if you're interested in getting involved in Bugles Across America, you can go to www.buglesacrossamerica.org. And at the homepage, if you're interested in getting a bugler for military honors, go to, there's a top menu that says request a bugler. Then you can fill in information about the event, the memorial, and then that mission request will be sent to every bugler within 100 miles of the event. And then if you're interested in starting Bugles Across America as a bugler, you can go to the same website, and then there you will find your state director, and then contact them. They'll send you a time and place for you to audition, and then if your audition goes well, you'll be a bugler.
Very cool. Very cool.
Very, very cool. Well, I'm just jealous that you're able to play an instrument, because I still to this day can't play instrument. It's very hard to play an instrument. I don't think people.
Come on, man. When I talk Mrs. HTrain, your saxophone skills, it says what wooter.
Yeah. No, I don't think I've ever. It's funny because my wife comes up to me. I'm like learning the guitar, and she's like, "Oh, you're learning the guitar. Are you going to play me a love song?" And I'm like, "Cass, are you kidding me? I can't even play Mary Had a Little Lamb, not alone play you a love song."
Can you play Mary Had a Little Lamb, Henry?
Yeah. We have these books that we get in 6th grade when we're first starting to learn, and they have like all the basic, like Mary Had a Little Lamb and stuff. And then you perform it at your first concert, and it sounds awful, but you learn how to play it.
All right, Henry.
What your time to shine is, Henry. So maybe we didn't ask you the right question or set you up with the right answer, and you want our viewers, our listeners, to take something from this interview, something within the next 2 minutes. This is your platform to to say whatever that you would like to say. Maybe have people think about, Memorial Day coming up, or shout out to grandma. I don't know. Anything that you want to do. This is your 2-minute platform. Whenever you're ready.
Okay. I think that it's important for people to know that it's not about the buglers. It's not about usually it's a American Legion post doing the 3-round volley. It's about the soldier or the person from the armed forces that isn't here anymore, and it's about honoring them. Bugles Across America has a phrase and a quote that says, "Soundly honor and honor the sound." So that's taps is 21 notes that you want to make the most perfect 21 notes that you've ever played in your life. And usually, if you've done your job right, the audience will get really emotional, and that's how you know that you've done your job. When you evoke emotion in the audience and people attending the memorial service. And for buglers, it's important to keep your composure. I've had times, it was a Veterans Day memorial at Fort Logan, and I had about an inch of snow piled up in the back of my head, and a 9 News camera directing right at my face. And of course, you're nervous and stuff, but at that time you need to remember, it's not about you. It's about the 21 notes being played. And I think that Bugles Across America really gives people and musicians a really good outlet for people to serve their country in ways that they couldn't otherwise, maybe. So yeah, I think it's a really good organization, and obviously I love it. I'm in it. So yeah.
Now I just have one more question, I should have asked this earlier. Now, me and Rob, since we served, going and singing the national anthem, no matter how much we try, at the end, we got a little bit of awesomeness coming out of our eyes, because it's so deep in our soul, because we served for so long, and we know how it is to serve. Now, do you guys ever plan? Do you guys ever tear up yourselves?
Yeah, I had I remember I had a memorial service at Fort Logan, and then I had another memorial service at Denver Country Club, and they kept me in a back room because there was a celebration of life going on, and they had me come in about 5 minutes prior to when I would be performing tap. And, I saw the slideshow of this guy, and it got really emotional. And it just kind of came up in my head. It's like, okay, these are the last military honors that this guy is going to receive. And so I was playing taps, and in the middle of it, I started, a couple of tears came down my eyes just because I got really emotional. And I went back and into a side room, and I was like, I got really emotional, and I don't know how it's gonna turn up or how it sounded. And then people came up to me just crying and saying thank you so much, and so that makes it all worth it.
That's amazing. Well, Henry, once again, thank you so much for tuning in. We really appreciate it. For all the listeners, viewers that are listening to this, don't worry if you missed the interview. That's okay. You can catch the podcast. It comes on right after the show ends tonight on either Stitcher, iTunes, you name it, we're on it. Ladies and gentlemen, we have been talking with Henry Stauffer. He is a bugle player for what is the organization called again? I'm sorry.
Bugles Across America?
Bugles Across America. All right, everybody. So with that being said, So I want to make sure that I unmute us on there. Great interview. For everybody that stuck around, we really appreciate it. I was telling Rob, I'm like, did you have the same issues hearing him with his...
there was a little bit of internet skip, but yeah.
Yeah.
We got the point, though. Yeah.
Yeah. So we... Unfortunately, that it wasn't the greatest sound, but the message is what counts.
Mm-hmm.
So if you know how to play the trumpet, go ahead and head that way and start that playing that nonprofit, because I think what they're doing is great. But it's that time. We're going to go on a music break, and then when we come back, we're going to be hitting the What the segment. So, ladies and gentlemen, whatever you do, stay with us. Do not go away. You're listening to the show that highlights all the nonprofit programs out there beyond the VA. You're listening to the HTrain Show.
Tee It Up for the Troops is a national nonprofit organization who uses the game of golf to help veterans as they transition from the battlefield to the home front. Our mission at Tee It Up for the Troops is to honor, remember, respect, and support all those who have served in the armed forces for the United States of America. Whether they've been injured or they're suffering from some of the invisible wounds of war, we want them to know that we stand ready to help them as they take that next step in life.
I have focused more after being on a golf course. I'm generally happier, and I owe it all actually to this organization. I really wouldn't be where I'm at physically and mentally and quite frankly emotionally if it hadn't been for meeting and getting to know people in this organization.
As these military men and women return to their communities, we want them to know that there are great organizations out there to help them make that transition. And with our many connections to veteran service organizations around the country, we can make a positive difference for America's veterans and our military families. Teed Up for the Troops looks to support our veterans and military families through 6 key areas of support: suicide prevention, PTSD and traumatic brain injury treatments, employment and career pathing, sports and golf rehabilitation, housing and homelessness, and family and caregiver support. With your help and our many connections to veteran service organizations across the country, we can make a positive difference in the lives of these American veterans.
Common Ground Golf Course looks like a postcard. The USGA thought so much of this championship layout, they made it the companion course for the 2012 U.S. Amateur. Last fall, Common Ground was the victim of Mother Nature and the floods that devastated Aurora. Today, it reopened to the public. One of the best deals in Colorado is back in play.
Just the fact that we're back out here and able to play the full course today is amazing.
Dave Troyer has a bounce in his step. He's the director of golf at Common Ground Golf Course. 8.5 months ago, you needed a boat to navigate some of its fairways.
For 3.5 weeks, we had 6 to 8 feet of water on half the golf course, and it was a devastating blow to everything that we built over the last 5 years here.
September's floods gave new meaning to the term water hazard.
Once it drained off, everything was dead. We had to go through the whole process of regrassing everything down there. You know, we resodded 5 greens, reseeded 6.5 fairways.
In the golf business, that's tough to swing.
Being closed, you know, the hard costs and the lost revenue over the time, it was over $1 million hit for us.
Golfers were forced to make do on a modified 9-hole layout. But there's good news. The grass is finally greener on the other side.
Going from water to brown, dead grass to what you see today in such a short time is amazing. Now that we're going to get some 80-degree weather, it'll just explode. And as you can see, it looks like it's in phenomenal condition already, so we're ready to go.
The comeback is nearly complete.
We're going to play winter rules on these for the first month, 6 weeks. We'll see what it takes. I would say it would be middle end of the summer before it matches the conditions of the rest of the course. Can't beat the tees and can't beat the greens, and you can always find a good lie in the fairway.
One of Common Ground's missions is to give a championship experience at an affordable price. If you're a golfer, you need to check it out. Thank you to Dave, Andy, and Arthur for letting
Project Sanctuary helps reconnect military families so our nation's heroes can finally come home. Find out how you can help at projectsanctuary.us.
Hands down, this has been the best week of my entire life.
This organization is absolutely fantastic.
I was just blown away.
Incredible time with awesome brothers.
I really had no idea how much this was going to do for me.
I'm happy. It's been just a blessing.
These last few days have been awesome, sharing my story and riding with people who still care.
What a great opportunity to be here with your brothers and connect, talking to each other about shared experiences and getting able to sort of unload in a group of people that you're immediately comfortable with.
Some of our problems are all very much the same.
We're all in it together.
This program has just an amazing value.
It's really helped me look at myself as well as see others that are in the same situation that I've been in.
I think I finally recognized my worth.
I can't tell you, how meaningful I think the workshops, the camaraderie, and the discussions, and the writing that we've had have been for me.
The bonding with the other guys has been just as good, if not better, than the riding.
It's like we've almost all known each other for a long time.
11, incredible dudes from all parts of the country, with similar experiences, similar backgrounds, similar affinity for motorcycles.
Learn more about each other and how to deal with the stresses of life.
The depth of that relationship is absolutely amazing to me.
These people now, they'll be brothers for the rest of my life.
This organization is extremely valuable.
We'll always have this, and I'll always be able to connect with these guys that kind of get what it is to be a veteran.
Taking home a lot of gratitude.
One of the best weeks of my entire life. I thank everybody for participating.
I just can't say thank you enough.
I think you've saved a lot of lives.
I enlisted, ready to serve, ready to defend, but my fight has just begun.
Help this hero win his fight. Visit hopeforthewarriors.org
My name is
today.
Kirk Bauer. I'm Executive Director of Disabled Sports USA.
I was in the infantry in the Delta region.
It was an explosion. It flipped me over. I could tell I'd been hit bad. I spent 6 months in the hospital. Some veterans came to me. They had actually just begun an organization of disabled Vietnam vets and 10th Mountain Division World War II vets. When someone becomes disabled, the process of getting back into life, to regaining your confidence, to regaining your hope, to being a full participant in society is not an easy one. It's not a straight line. It's a struggle. It's a day-to-day struggle. I can't think of a better example than the young warrior that I went up Kilimanjaro with, Neil Duncan. He had been blown up in the highlands of Afghanistan. His 2 legs were off. He was breathing through a tube in his neck. You talk about a guy who's on the edge of death, who is just about finished. Neil Duncan was that man. When he finally got out of the hospital, we got him involved in sports. In his exuberance, Neil decided he was going to climb Kilimanjaro, and he just joined up with a group that didn't know anything about disabilities. They moved him too fast. He got up to 16,000 feet and couldn't make it any further. He was defeated. He had to come back. He said it was the hardest decision he ever made. He came to me and said, Kirk, I have failed, and I can't live with myself. I know I can do the mountain, but we have to do it right. Will Disabled Sports USA help me?
Mind strong, body strong, try to find equilibrium.
Sometimes it's 2 steps forward, 1 step back. You are going to face situations where you're going to be disappointed or discouraged or defeated. Don't let that stop you. Pick yourself back up and go on. And Neil made it to the top.
We'll be right back. You're listening to the best station that plays today's hits and today's connections to help our military transition to civilian life. Keep watching. Due to copyright laws, we cannot play via Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, or Twitter. If you'd like to listen to our music, feel free to download our MBR app. You can find the app at our website, which is www.mbrradio.us. That's www.MikeBravoRadio.us. Or you can hit us up, iTunes and Android store. Keep listening. We will be right back. I promise.
Hello, my name is EJ, and I'm the host of the 80s Rock Show on Military Broadcast Radio. Each week I take you on a trip where I share great 80s rock and roll music that does not get played on the radio. The idea for the show came as a result of a playlist I created. I started to long for the great 80s rock and roll music I heard in high school on Chicago radio stations like the Loop and WCKG. So I put together the playlist, and then after a while I realized I had the foundation of what would become a great radio show. You can catch the 80s Rock Show here on Military Broadcast Radio, Fridays at 5 p.m. Eastern. I hope to see you there.
Hey everybody, Max Wade with you here. Idiot, DJ, sex symbol to the stars. Just don't tell Brad Pitt, he gets a little nervous. Hey, I'm also an 8-year Navy veteran and member of Operation Desert Storm, along with the newest VJ at MBR. Make sure you tune in every Monday and Friday, 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central, 6 a.m. Mountain Time. I'll be bringing you 2 hours of great classic rock along with today's alternative. I'm a rocker, folks. So be sure to tune in. We'll have a blast, a little comedy in there. You just never know. Again, that's every Monday morning and Friday morning from 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central, 6 a.m. Mountain Time for 2 hours of the Just Wait Here show. We'll see you on Monday, May 18th. Aloha live.
Hey, this is Reverend Gary Belk here with Rightly Dividing the Word of Truth. Are you into religion? Not me. Hopefully you're not either. I'm into truth. So what is truth? Well, it's not relative, it's absolute. Truth is information that it's the same for everybody, no matter where you live, no matter when you live. We're into truth. And if you want to join us, it's at like 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I think that would probably be like 5 a.m. here in the Mountain West. And so we would enjoy for you to join us and learn truth. So here's what, let me just share with you just a second. 7 worldviews. What worldview do you have? I'm a theist. God created. And all of the worldviews other than theism are self-defeating. So let's learn together as to why they're self-defeating and why theism is truth. Not into church doctrine, except if church doctrine is biblical. Join us this coming Sunday. MBR, all right? Get that down. Write that down. Carve it into your skin if you need to. No, I'm just kidding. MBR Radio. God bless you. I look forward to talking with you in the future.
My name is Timothy Easton. I'm the owner of Custom Fence 360 Security Consulting, and I am on the HTrain show.
All right, and we are back. You're listening to the show that highlights all the nonprofit programs out there beyond the VA. You're listening to the HTrain show. With me in studio, of course, is my good buddy Rob, and we are in the lab.
I love that. I love our background. That is super cool.
That's totally Rob's idea with the background. I can't take credit for that.
I thought you said we should be wearing lab coats.
I know.
We look like mad scientists.
I should do that. If you missed it, just to kind of recap the first part, just so
Did you forget to hit a button?
I forgot to hit the button, and yeah, there it went. Okay, not a problem.
Are we good now?
Soon we will be. I'm fixing everything right now.
For those that aren't aware, as you're broadcasting in a studio, man, this thing looks like Darth Vader's bathroom. There is so many laptops in here. There's so many computers and knobs. I don't touch any of that stuff. All I do is sit here and look pretty.
But I tell you what. So
this literally has like 19 tabs open right now on the internet trying to figure out stuff and make it work.
So, true story, just so everybody knows, kind of recapping what we did the first part of the show, we talked to Henry Stauffer. We talked to Henry Stauffer, and he talked to us about Bugles Across America. And then after we talked to him, we're at the first of the show. We talked about these masks. We basically told everybody about where you could get these, and I tell you, we'll when we tag everybody and our sponsors and podcasts, we'll give you the website. But it's very easy. You go to them, you tell them that you heard about them on the HTrain show, and they will sell you these masks for $7, which $7 isn't that much.
No.
At all.
It's half the cost of a Chipotle burrito.
Yes. Okay. I haven't had a Chipotle burrito in a long time.
Well, I measure everything.
Now you just made me hungry.
See, that's how that works. See what I did there?
Oh, there you go.
Chipotle, that'll be $1.50. Thank you.
There you go.
Wait for my check. You're welcome.
But yeah, you go to this website, and what they do is the first thing that they do is they make skis. They make custom skis, and these custom skis, there's kind of like a waiting list for them, to be honest with you.
For these custom skis?
Yeah, because they only make like 1,000 or whatever for the year.
Amanda says, "Turn up my mic." Is that better? 1,000 skis, custom. I'm listening. Thank you, Amanda.
They make about 1,000 skis, and with that 1,000, they sell out real quick.
And to clarify, you are a skier.
I was a skier, yes.
What's this was?
Back in the day, I was a skier. Not really a skier much anymore.
No?
No. I'm a guy that tries to be on the radio. I'm a guy that always wanted to be a comedian, but just is not funny.
Yeah, I was just going to ask you. Who told you that was a good idea?
I don't know. But, you know, but it's funny. That's the reason why we brought Rob on. Let's be truthful. The reason why we brought Rob on is so that he could bring comedy into the whole show. Because
in the interview, you said
I'm terrible.
You were trying to switch to video and you wanted somebody with looks. How does that work?
Oh, boy. So, yeah.
Oh, we're going to gloss over that part of the job interview, huh? All right. Your exact words looks just like Jason Statham.
My friend of mine, Ivan Ghost, that we call him, he said, "You look like you're in an international space station."
Yeah.
Yes, we do. In fact, where is it?
This is my favorite part is you can like change all the backgrounds and stuff. This part is fun.
Well, I was trying to I cannot freaking yeah.
What? This house is a fucking prison!
I had to do that.
He just likes to push buttons.
I do. I love to push buttons. What can I say?
One of these days, I'll turn the camera around and you can see what this whole thing looks like.
But when our podcast posts, you'll be able to see exactly what we're talking about. Folsom Skis.
Not Folsom Prison. Is that a different place? The skis aren't made in the same place that Johnny Cash did a great concert.
Folsom Skis. They're very small, but their skis are great, and they sell out fast. So when it's time to buy skis, you gotta buy them because they're gone. And I'm sure that these masks are gone. They sold 1,000 of these in less than 5 days.
Can we customize? Can I get like Eric Reed said? Can I get shaded? Can I get like purple?
Maybe. You know, I should have got NBR stickers and put the NBR stickers. We got stickers too.
We do have stickers.
We got stickers. In fact, you know what? I got a great idea. I'm going crazy. I'm going crazy. I'm going crazy. Check this out. Today, how many hiccups have we have? And if you get this right, we're going to award you with some stickers.
Okay, and we are keeping account. We
Yes.
know what the number is.
Yes.
We need you to know what the number is.
Yes. And we always have hiccups. I mean, hey, look, we're trained professionals here. Okay?
2 out of 3.
Yeah. Anyway, so are you ready? It's that favorite time, Rob. Are you ready for the big moment?
I am. I'm always ready for the big moment.
I'm ready for the big moment too, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, it is the What the Moment.
They're cool tats, man.
Oh, for real. Thank you, bro. You see the Cobra?
And what is this one?
Oh, this? That's my credo. No regrets.
You have no regrets?
Dad?
No?
Like not even a single letter?
No way. Not me.
Well, I love him. I think he's great.
Okay.
I think he's a real winner, Casey. If I were you, I wouldn't use protection.
What the? I absolutely love that.
It
Okay.
never gets old.
All right. So, this is our what the that we're talking about. If you are a Disney fan or a collector, you know exactly what I'm getting ready to talk about.
If you're a Disney people.
Yeah, Disney people.
And I'm not talking about you Mandalorian fans, because, you and me, we're on the same page. We are absolutely on the same page.
Right? All right, so this is what we're talking about, people. This is what we're talking about. How sick is this? All right, so this Disney Store keys, apparently they come out with Disney skis. Commercials are low. Okay.
Turn Rob up. It's not possible, Amanda, for Rob to be more turned up. Is that what the kids are calling it nowadays? Getting turned up?
So these are the Disney keys. Okay.
So I am not clear. So this is to clarify, this is a plastic key.
These are plastic.
That corresponds with a cartoon of some type.
Right.
There's nothing. It doesn't unlock anything. It's not like you go to Disney World and you put yours in and congratulations, you're the owner of a princess castle now or something, right?
Right. So these things are plastic, and apparently there's people that are selling them for I guess this one particular key that's Paris. It is.
Oh, there's Star Wars ones.
There's a Star Wars one, yes, because Cassie bought 2 of those. And
now I'm convinced. Now that I know there's a Star Wars one.
Yeah, there's a Star Wars one. She just got Tigger, and I literally put it in my hand, and it was plastic.
It's a toy.
And they're selling these things for $30. Now, when you go to eBay, in fact,
do people still go to eBay?
Well, they do, and I don't know if I'll be able to do this or not. I'm gonna see. Let's see here. While we're talking, because I want to show you this. This is crazy to me. We're not going to YouTube. We're going to go to eBay.com.
Got a couple other sites
Right?
Maybe not necessarily friendly.
Okay, so real quick, we're going to interact here, and we're going to search Disney keys.
We are live, folks. We are searching through eBay while on live radio. If this doesn't make good live radio,
Disney Key Collection.
Oh, I just want the Star Wars one, man.
No, I want to show you like how much these things are going for, because it's kind of ridiculous.
I never even heard of this thing before you and I started talking.
I never even either. My wife, she
lovely woman.
Yeah, well, she's learned some stuff through her boss and things, and for some reason, it's not allowing me to go.
Purchase the next key.
It's not allowing me to. I have no idea why.
Like
but
I said, if you bought one of these keys and hey, you bought the Star Wars one. Oh, by the way, you can put it in the ignition of Kylo Ren's Star Destroyer, and now you're a Sith Lord. Okay, I get it. But other than that, I don't get it.
But I'm like searching here, and I wonder if I go to like best match. To let's see here. Here we go. Highest, like here, like this key right here.
Holy
$650
for a toy.
For a toy. That's why I'm sitting here saying, what the?
Now let's have a little bit of compassion, because lots of people listening to the show right now are probably, I don't want to use the term gun nuts, but gun people. And they look, man, how many do you need? I realize a lot of people right now are listening. We're like, you can never have enough. I get you. You and I are on the same page. Everybody's got their thing.
That's true. Because I remember one Christmas, my wife really wanted a Coach purse.
Okay.
And I'm like, oh, okay, no problem, and I looked.
And then you went shopping. Did she get her Coach purse?
Yeah, I called Korea and got one for like $30. I wasn't stupid. I got a knockoff, and I can say that because she's not listening.
I noticed he looked to check the names on the listeners to see who, and he scrolled real quick and she's gone to bed for the night. All right, we're good. Yeah, that's from Korea if anybody needs to know.
But yeah, it's nuts. She came home one day and she told me, because she has this whole method, like when she went to buy tickets for Garth Brooks' concert, she had this whole method about, getting on this search, all these windows, all these iPads and stuff, and she got them tickets. And then Saturday, evidently Disney releases a bunch of stuff.
Okay.
And she says you can buy like these mugs and these stuffed animals and exchange them for these keys that people collect. Wow. And this Tigger one.
There's a black market for these things?
Yes.
This is amazing.
It's crazy.
Was your wife a supply specialist in the United States Army at one point?
No, but these are the collection. Evidently, they release a limited amount of keys, and if you want keys from like the past, that it costs more. And like this one right here, like this Tigger one, she got the last one.
Of course.
And on eBay right now, it's going for $100.
Wow.
Now these things are only $12.
Original. Let's see what else we got here. Herod's. What's a Herod?
I have no idea.
Bibbidi Bobbidi boutique opening. Okay.
But like, see, this started in like
New York Times Square Daily Store opening. So, like, does that open up in the New York Times Disney Store?
No, none of these open up anything. All it is, literally, is it's just a plastic key that you put on like a display case. That's it.
I'm lost.
Me too. We're gonna go back over here and see if we got any.
I saw quite a few comments as we were scrolling through there, so people have an opinion on this one. Which, like I said, hey, I've got myself a firearm or two. Please don't anyone ever, if my wife asks you what I actually paid for them, that could be catastrophic to our marriage. So yeah, I'm gonna side with your wife on this one, man. Just in case.
Just in case you come back to the house again.
Yeah, exactly. So like for example, like those receipts, they don't ever come in the house. Those receipts, they get stored online digitally.
Got it.
So I don't want that receipt to ever walk into the house and have her like find it on the kitchen table and be like, "You paid how much for what?" That would be bad. She picked up my paycheck for me one time for my part-time gig.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that was a problem. That became a real problem. She's like, "You make how much?" And I'm like, She's like, "Where does it go?" And I'm like, So, yeah. Mrs. HTrain, if you're listening, we're on the same page. I get you.
Now, before we go to music break, kind of derailing a little bit, Rob did something this last weekend. I think that it's very important to share. He got his son a Harley Davidson.
I did not get my son a Harley Davidson. I was the chaperone to my son getting his new motorcycle. Yes, he decided to pick a Harley Davidson. You realize all of my friends from Motorcycle Relief that are listening to this right now are screaming at the radio. Miss Matt, I'm talking about you. Yes, my son bought a Harley Davidson XL 1200. I guess it's a Sportster. I don't know much about Harleys. I'm not a Harley guy myself. I do ride a motorcycle. There is a lovely red Honda parked out front. Yeah. But that's what he wanted. And, for the first bike, we're going to let him, pick up what you want. So get what you like. Now I realize that you're a Harley guy.
Yes. And I would have rode today, but I had to bring in the lights and everything. Yeah. But, hey, we're back, baby.
Yep.
We're back.
Yes, we are. Very much so.
So with that being said, we are going to go on a music break. And when we come off of that music break, we will be talking about the new segment, thanks to Julie, our intern, The Ugly Truth. So whatever you do, stay with us. Don't go away. You're listening to the show that highlights all the nonprofit programs out there beyond the VA, The HTrain Show.
Military Broadcast Radio Network. My name is Dominic Lawson, and I am the host of The Startup Life, the show for entrepreneurs and career-minded professionals. And we are so glad and so eager to bring The Startup Life to the Military Broadcast Radio Network. Now, you may be wondering, who the hell am I? What the hell is The Startup Life? I'm glad you asked. So, first me. I'm an Army vet for 5 years, and while I was in the service, I had all these ideas for starting a company and stuff like that, but I wasn't sure what to do about that. So when I got out of the service, I was like, you know what, maybe I'm not ready just yet. So I went back to work. The thing is about when you have that entrepreneurial mindset, those ideas just never go away. So I talked to my wife, and coming to find out, she had the same idea about starting a company. So we talked about it, and we started a company. We started Owls LLC, an education consulting firm where we write curriculum and do professional development with teachers, school districts, nonprofits, and things of that nature. And then from there, I started noticing all of these different business philosophies, the way a school has its business model, another business have their business model. And I started writing this blog. And the thing is about that blog is that, it was taking a lot of time. So my wife, being the smarter half of us, said, you know what, you should start a podcast. So in November 1st of 2016, that's exactly what we did. We started The Startup Life. And so that was 3.5 years ago. And now we've grown the show to over 160 episodes. Now, what you get from The Startup Life is we bring in the best business minds from around the world. We're talking Mark Randolph, the co-founder and first CEO of Netflix. We're talking about Tom Golisano, the founder and chairman of Paychex. We're even talking about the chairman of JetBlue Airways and Stanford business professor, Joel Peterson. And so we bring all of these great business minds and we bring them to you MBR. So that way you can scale your entrepreneurial mindset. You can scale your leadership acumen, whether you're still in the service or you're about to become a veteran and start that path of civilian life. So if you're ready to upgrade your entrepreneurial mindset and you're ready to just totally just level up, join me every Wednesday at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on the Military Broadcast Radio Network. Let's go.
Man, we're stuck. The coronavirus is really taking a huge toll on everyone, especially people with disabilities.
When I found out about the Paralympics being postponed until 2021, I felt devastated right away, but CAF has really helped.
I was so excited to hear from the Challenge Athletes Foundation that I received a grant for some training, which is going to be so helpful once I'm able to get active and back at the barn.
This grant was truly a ray of sunshine in an otherwise dark time.
I'm smiling because I received my first CAF grant to travel all over the world.
I would just like to take a moment and thank the Challenge Athletes Foundation and their donors for me to get a new basketball wheelchair.
They're giving everybody that I care about and I know hope.
I'm so excited to get running legs.
Thank you, CAF, for supporting me in my dreams.
I cannot wait until we beat this pandemic together.
Hey, good afternoon, everybody. My name is Tim Wakeside. I'm the president of Tee It Up for the Troops. And like you, I've been kind of cooped up at home, and this coronavirus has us all dealing with these stay-at-home orders. And we decided, let's get outside, let's have a little fun, and let's see if we can also support America's veterans and military families. So our team at Tee It Up for the Troops put their heads together, and we're really excited to launch our new Step It Up for the Heroes Challenge. So the Step It Up for the Heroes Challenge is a very simple exercise where you can do it just about anywhere. And our heroes, our American military veterans, they stepped up for us, and so it's time for us to step up for them. As I said, this is a challenge you can do with anyone. You can do it anywhere. You can do it any day. We've actually come up with 6 different activities. Some are golf related, some are kind of social related, like a virtual happy hour or something like that. And you can even pick your own choice of an activity if that meets your needs better. So have some fun with it. It's easy to do. All you have to do is go to our Tee It Up for the Troops website, which is teeitupforthetroops.org. You'll register on our website. When you register, we'd ask you to consider making a donation. All of the donations that you make will go direct towards supporting our veterans and our military families. And once you register and sign in, you complete your challenge. And we ask that when you do your challenge, have fun with it, capture some photos, capture some videos, and then take it viral. Go and post this on your social media sites. Tag Tee It Up for the Troops. You know, add us into your post, and then you go out and we ask you to challenge others to also do this. So the Step It Up for Heroes challenge, again, tag us, include us, and then move on to inviting other friends and family to get involved with this as well. At the end of this, we will be selecting some of the best videos and photos, the most inspiring, the most fun, and then we'll be sending the winners a pullover like I have on right here for Tee It Up for the Troops. So as I mentioned, all the information you need can be found on our website at teeitupforthetroops.org, and you can get everything you need there to figure out how to register and get involved. So the reality of the situation we're in today with this pandemic is that all of us are having
Okay, and we are back, and we let me change this over here, and give us. You can go ahead and talk, Rob. I don't know what I did, but
You're not wearing a mask in public.
I know,
ladies and gentlemen. He will be summarily executed. At the conclusion of the show.
Evidently, I pressed on the
wrong button.
Elastic too hard. Go figure. And it
Astute
popped
listeners,
out.
If you are watching us now on YouTube or Facebook Live or anything like that, if you're astute, you may notice something different about some of the masks that you see. Those are the shiny new MBR stickers.
Yes.
What? You don't have one of those? How do you get one, you ask? Well, I will tell you at the conclusion of the show today. So what H and I do.
There we go.
We keep. Oh, that's much worse. We keep a running tally of our little mess ups throughout the show.
Yes.
Today we have had not too many of those. I'm gonna count that as one, by the way. We have had not too many of those because we've been in studio together rather than trying to do this across multiple platforms. So, at the conclusion of today's show, which is 28 minutes from now,
right?
If you can tell me the exact number, and Eric Reed, no, it is not 12. Thanks, you jerk. Tell us how many mess ups you've had. You may or may not earn yourself one of these sweet stickers that you can place on your COVID-19 mask.
Yes, and now that I see the sticker on the mask, I'm starting to think this wasn't such a good idea.
What are you talking about? This is a genius idea.
I look like the actor from Dodgeball.
So here's an update. You have always looked like the actor from Dodgeball. If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a radio station.
Duck,
dodge, dip, dive, duck. That is an outstanding movie. And that would be Patty O'Houlihan, just for those listeners.
Great cash, homie.
Yeah, exactly. 12, Eric? Really? 12?
Idiot.
Dude, where is my unfriend and block button? How do I do that?
Here's the thing. We're going to take let's see. We're going to go ahead and right now, time now, start sharing to everybody because we're getting ready to do the ugly truth. Here's the question. By the end of the answer, we're going to take the 15th joiner.
Okay.
The 15th joiner on the View. Buttons. On the View. Has to be on the View, okay?
I'm getting text.
All right. We're going to call it the HTrain Show swag bag. It comes with a bag. It comes with a mask. It comes with a roll of toilet paper. It comes with a can of Lysol. It comes with, you name it, we're going to put a bunch of stuff in there. It's the swag bag. Yes.
Slightly used.
Yes, slightly used. Okay, now we're giving that away. Things are just crazy. Okay.
It smells pretty good. Wow,
yeah, it does, doesn't it?
Oh, wow. What is that?
I grabbed that because Cass doesn't like that smell.
Spring waterfall scent. So, hey, only on Military Broadcast Radio on the H-Train will you get this kind of quality entertainment, folks. So, yeah, click the share button.
There we
let
go.
Your friends know. Invite your friends. Let everybody else in the world know. Eric Reed, your number is getting closer by the moment.
But ladies and gentlemen, it is that time. It is the ugly truth.
So ugly.
I don't think we should talk about the ugly truth.
Okay, so yeah, I totally. I don't remember if it plays through this or not when I play the ugly truth if I don't have the mic on. So I kind of forget that part. But anyways,
I'm gonna smile and nod at you because I have no idea.
I know.
This stuff does.
You gotta learn this stuff, man. You gotta learn this stuff.
I don't know about that.
You gotta learn this.
I'm just gonna stick to my stunning good looks and witty charm. I don't know about that, man.
Well, I just wanted to tell your son, which I'm sure he's watching or listening. Congratulations on your new Harley Davidson.
Yeah.
If you ever have questions, come to me. Don't go to your dad.
Yeah, don't do that. Don't come to me.
Because he likes driving. What do they call it? Rice burners or?
Wow, dude. I prefer to call them adventure motorcycles. But yes, it is a foreign manufactured machine.
Smokey,
Ultra
this is not
reliable.
Nam. This is bowling. There are rules.
Yeah, I love that movie, The Big Lebowski. That is a great movie. Yes, I have a different style of motorcycle that I like more than others. But hey, I got nothing against Harley Davidson motorcycles. They're beautiful machines. They're just not what I like to ride. It's not my gig.
Right.
But,
right. Okay. I get that. I get that.
And he may reach out to you. You may, I got a question. What does this do?
Well, I tell you what. So what we're going to talk about the ugly truth. Earlier today, I was reading on Twitter that Mark Zuckerberg from Facebook.
What's his last name?
Is it Zuckerberg? Did I pronounce that wrong?
Zuckerberg. But
Zuckerberg,
you
whatever.
Man, you're doing good.
Okay, with the Z, Mark Z. So he has put on Twitter, and I think it was Yahoo News, that Facebook is now, like, if you've seen the post, like if you post a story or whatever and it's fake, they
share a radio station program. I get
they make sure to put it on there that, this is untrue kind of thing. Okay, so now what he's done is he's trying to cut down on the coordination of protesting the masks thing.
It's a sticker. Get you.
Okay, yeah. The masks thing. He's trying to help protect that whole thing.
Okay.
So now, if you want to coordinate with your buddies and go to the Capitol and protest on wearing a mask or not wearing a mask, open or not open, we don't care. We're not going to talk about the political thing. But I will say this.
H doesn't like politics. I love politics.
I hate politics. But,
hate politicians, love politics.
I understand. So MBR, since it's a nonprofit, Facebook is not a nonprofit.
Yep.
But I don't know. Tell me, people. The phone number is 720-619-0627. Or here, I'll do my famous.
Do it.
720-619-0627. Hit us up. Text us. Whatever you want to do. We're taking phone calls. Time now. And, we have a text by Eric with an A.
Same guy.
Ask Rob how many times he's fallen over on his motorcycle.
Hey, they're designed to fall over. They're built for that. That's what they're there for. That's why I have all those bars and guards and stuff on there.
Okay.
I don't have an exact count. Somebody's not going to get a sticker if they keep it up.
Just stand tall. Stand tall. You're a punching bag today.
Yeah, no kidding, man. Wow, dude. Huh.
So, what do you think, everybody? Message us. Let us know. I want to hear you guys' thoughts on this. Not about wearing a mask or not wearing a mask. Not if they should keep businesses open or not open. I don't want to hear about that, but I want to hear, what do you feel in regards to Facebook or Yahoo or anything internet basically blocking the coordination for your right to be able to, I don't want to say riot, but protest or whatever.
Do you consider them to be journalistic publications? So like Facebook and Twitter and Instagram, are they, you'd have to decide. So we have the right to free speech, protected free speech. I can say whatever I want. I can run into any building, and I love watching you take a drink with that mask on. What do you call it? I can run into any building and yell fire or shark or whatever I want, and that it is free speech. I can tell you what I think of you. I can tell anyone what I think of them. The idea is I can tell any politician what I think of them, and that is protected speech. I can say whatever I want. However, the consequences of that speech are not necessarily protected. I will have to deal with the consequences of that. So first of all, I feel that anything that is put out on those platforms is protected in free speech. It can be as dumb as you want it to be. People got some comments, man. I tell you what. That is protected speech. I can say whatever I want to. The ramifications for that are mine alone. Did you ever see the interview with the person from Twitter talking about how they had taken a whole bunch of tweets down? Like the dude, Alex Jones, the crazy guy, and how he got kicked off of Twitter. Did you know? I know you're not a big social media guy. Did you see that?
I don't even know who Alex Jones is. Let me Google this guy so that I can kind of.
Let me save you the digits. He used to have a TV or a radio program called InfoWars. I don't know if it still goes on. But he was pretty controversial, and he said a lot of really jerk things. And Twitter took him down. They took him off.
Okay.
Just because you said it, you're allowed to say it.
Is he kind of like a Rush Limbaugh or whatever guy?
He is significantly worse than a Rush Limbaugh.
Oh, okay.
Significantly.
Okay.
He says things to intentionally be inflammatory, and he has come out and said, I say these things just for the entertainment value of it. Okay, that's fine.
Got it.
Now, granted, Twitter is someone owns it. It's a private organization. You know, anyone can refuse anyone's service, so I get that. However, come on, man. I mean, people are using this stuff to put out their message. And just because you don't agree with the message they're putting out, that's kind of white supremacists and racists and all that should be allowed to speak. Let them talk, because the more they talk, the dumber they sound. I want to know who those people are. I want you to talk. I want you to espouse your views, because I want to hear what you have to say.
Right.
So I know that you're a complete dope and I should ignore you. I'm a huge fan of that.
And, you know, I totally agree with that. You know, I will say this, the We app, it's this MeWe.
I don't know that one.
So this MeWe, if you don't know it, it's like it's M with 2 dots, or no. I'll show you a video. So this MeWe app, okay?
Now everybody knows where you bank and stuff.
Yeah, if they're political,
mm-hmm.
I don't have my bank information right there. I did. I looked. You tell me I dropped a pocket. I looked. Let me tell you. When this MeWe thing, when it comes up, it's for people that do the whole politics, so that they're not silenced, because they'll silence you on Facebook. If they feel that your language, or they'll put you in Facebook jail.
There's a lot of alternative apps these days. None of them are really taking off. There's one.
No, they're not.
Yeah, there's one for Caucus Room, I believe it's called. And yeah, I'm a part of it, but I mean, it's not nearly as reach and the penetration that you get from the major platforms: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. I like Twitter a lot.
I don't like Twitter a lot.
A lot of people do not.
Twitter is very hard to, but I tell you what, if you want reliable information, like fast before it comes on the source, Twitter is the place to go. I will say this, okay?
Well, and people were broadcasting the protests from the from the state capitol yesterday. They were broadcasting it live, and that is from the ground truth. It's not twisted by, your local news station. It's not twisted by anybody. So,
right.
And I like that. I want what's really happening. I don't want it varnished. I don't want it polished, and I don't want it twisted. So.
No, I totally agree with you. We didn't get a whole lot of comments about what they. Oh, did you?
I got a couple.
Okay. Well, they can't win if they don't do it on the stream, and the conversation is basically over because it is that time. It's the important time of the show where we. Especially for Memorial Day coming up.
Yep.
And I will let you know that we haven't figured it out yet, but we're not going to be here on Memorial Day. Either we'll be rerunning or a rerun show, or we'll record or something. I have no idea. But ladies and gentlemen, it is ultimately that time. It is the tribute to the troops.
All day long. Tribute to Troops. Sponsored by High Style and XP. Custom quality furnishings and gifts with attitude.
This is an MBR moment of heroism.
Sir, I don't know how to tell this story.
Well, you got to, Joe. You tell the American people what these men did here. You tell them how my troopers died.
Staff Sergeant Ronald Schurer was born December the 7th, 1978. He enlisted in the Army after the September 11th terrorist attacks and became a medic at Fort Bragg, North Carolina. 2 years later, he was selected for and passed the Special Forces Qualification Course. In 2008, while deployed to the Shouk Valley in Afghanistan, he learned that his forward assault team was pinned down and suffering major casualties. He made his way back through hostile territory to treat wounded soldiers along the way while being shot at. He helped 4 critically wounded U.S. soldiers and 10 Afghan soldiers. For his actions, he was awarded the Medal of Honor. In 2009, Sergeant Schurer retired from the Army and worked for the Secret Service. In 2017, he was diagnosed with stage 4 lung cancer. He fought the lung cancer for 3 years and passed away on May 14, 2020, leaving behind his wife and 2 sons. On behalf of everyone here at MBR and the HTrain show, our hearts and prayers go out to the family. And as always, we thank you for your service and your sacrifice. Staff Sergeant Ronald Schurer, end of watch, May 14th, 2020.
Okay, everybody, so back. Once again, I want to really say thank you. But you can't.
I cannot.
Okay.
There's a button.
Oh, there.
You found the button.
I guess so. I guess so. Okay, so real quick before we go to our next music break, we just want to take this point and say thank you so much to Chris East, who does a tribute, and thank you, Amanda Opdyke, for continuing to do. I don't know if you got to see her, but she came and visited me. I handed her her signs and her business cards.
No, I didn't see her, no.
Yeah, you just missed her then.
I was
Just
too busy working.
yeah, too busy. But with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go on a music break. And when we come off that music break, we'll be hitting the 2-minute warning. Thank you so much for listening and watching, everybody. Stay tuned. We're still going to be funny. So whatever you do, stay with us. Don't go away. You're listening to the show that highlights all the nonprofit programs out there beyond the VA. You're listening to the HTrain Show.
Tonight, a Parker coffee shop owner is giving back to some of his most loyal customers.
He's planning a big fundraiser next month to raise thousands of dollars for a veterans charity that's turning lives around, and he needs your help. His story in tonight's Serving Those Who Serve report. At this tiny coffee cabin just off Parker Road, it's clear the one thing owner Wes Crespi likes even more than a steaming cup of joe is the police officers and veterans who come here to spend their hard-earned money.
I support the police officers that come in because they mean so much to me, and I support our military who come in, and that's really what it's all about.
Which is why a few years ago he decided to give back, picking a veterans charity and raising money for them every year.
At least I'm able to do it. I'm able to do it because our men and women are out there fighting for us. Otherwise, where would we be right now?
This year, his own father-in-law inspired his charity choice.
He's just a fantastic person. He's always doing things for people, and he told me he was going to do this, and I'm just absolutely thrilled.
Fly fishing, of all things, helped his father-in-law Jim, a Vietnam veteran who suffered in silence for half a century since serving in Vietnam.
I have an extreme case of PTSD.
Jim's a part of something called Project Healing Waters.
When you're fly fishing, you can't think about anything but fly fishing.
It's a nonprofit that takes veterans to the great outdoors where nature works its healing wonders on men and women with PTSD, brain injuries, and other war wounds.
I was outside when a mortar landed and ended my career.
Brady Busby is proof it works.
I was deployed 7 times. I was diagnosed with PTSD after my 3rd tour in Iraq.
War nearly ended his life. Fishing, he says, saved it.
It's a form of mindfulness for me, just being out in the creek where you don't have to worry about anything other than a fish biting your fly or trying to trick a fish with a pea-sized brain, and you're there for hours doing it, but it's definitely worth it. It's very, very therapeutic.
When his own daughter died by suicide a year ago, it was fishing that helped him get through the pain.
That really helped calm me down and ground me.
I'm with like-minded people, veterans that understand me and have been through what I've been through.
Ask any veteran who's been on one of these fishing trips and they'll tell you.
If it wasn't for Project Healing Waters, I would be sitting in my depression instead of standing in the middle of a river.
You having your iced coffee?
So if it helps veterans, Wes is all in.
My father-in-law suffered really bad, and he's such a great guy, and he's very humble. And it was really important to me to do something, and this is what I picked because I saw what he suffered through.
Every day he serves coffee to those who served. Now he's preparing to serve them much more.
Thanks, and God bless you, brother. I always appreciate you, man.
And that is where you come in. So Wes is selling tickets to the Coffee Cabin Salute to Heroes fundraiser for Project Healing Waters. It's Saturday, August 10th, 5:30 at the barn at Rancho Vallacandios in Castle Rock. I'm going to be there. I'll be the MC. I can't wait for it. You can get the tickets at his coffee shop on Parker Road in Ponderosa. They're $100, but that includes dinner, open bar, music, valet, and some surprises. Every dime goes to the charity. You could even buy a ticket so a veteran can go. He'd love that, too. He's got big auction items, too.
Hello, my name is EJ, and I'm the host of the 80s Rock Show on Military Broadcast Radio. Each week I take you on a trip where I share great 80s rock and roll music that does not get played on the radio. The idea for the show came as a result of a playlist I created. I started to long for the great 80s rock and roll music I heard in high school on Chicago radio stations like the Loop and WCKG. So I put together the playlist, and then after a while I realized I had the foundation of what would become a great radio show. You can catch the 80s Rock Show here on Military Broadcast Radio, Fridays at 5 p.m. Eastern. I hope to see you there.
Hey everybody, Max Wade with you here. Idiot, DJ, sex symbol to the stars. Just don't tell Brad Pitt, he gets a little nervous. Hey, I'm also an 8-year Navy veteran and member of Operation Desert Storm, along with the newest VJ at MBR. Make sure you tune in every Monday and Friday, 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central, 6 a.m. Mountain Time. I'll be bringing you 2 hours of great classic rock along with today's alternative. I'm a rocker, folks. So be sure to tune in. We'll have a blast, a little comedy in there. You just never know. Again,
of Project Sanctuary, and you are listening to the HTrain show.
All right, and we are back, and we are yes, we are back.
We are back.
We are back.
In case you didn't notice.
And we are.
So who are we giving our sticker to?
We didn't have a winner this time.
No winners of the stickers?
No winners this time. No.
If you see me in King Supers and I'm wearing this thing, you never know what I might have for you.
Hey, next week, be ready. Come and view us.
That just sounds awkward. Don't come and view me. You can listen, but don't come and view me.
But yes, I will have to change the background to like a new lab.
Yeah.
Like a lab, and there was like Halloween labs and stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
But
you got some cool gadgets, man.
So cool. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, guess what time it is? Guess what time it is, Rob?
What time is it, H?
It's a 2-minute warning.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We have ignition. Strap in.
It's the 2-minute warning. 2-minute warning. What we learned today. Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Sponsored by Common Ground Golf Course in Colorado. A place for all and all the game teaches.
All right, everybody. So, Rob, what did you learn today?
I just this second learned that you know how to count backwards from 5. I was extremely impressed. That was fun to watch.
Heck yeah.
I was waiting for you to screw it up. Like, 1.
And then Eric says 13 hiccups.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, man, I learned a lot of cool stuff. That was an awesome interview with Henry Stauffer.
Yes.
I didn't know buglers across America were a thing. And
Are you sure it's buglers? Because you wasn't for sure about moose last week.
Moose, yeah. Thank you for editing that part of the interview out. I did catch that. For those who didn't know, Henry was giving me, let's call it flack, about my not knowing the plural of moose. By the way, it's moose, in case you were curious.
Oh man, what I learned today is that these lights can really get hot. We need AC up in this mug.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's toasty in here.
Yeah, it's toasty.
In Darth Vader's bathroom.
But it's that time, everybody. It is that time. It is time for us to go home. That's the show for today, everyone. Thanks for listening. We'll be back next week with an all-new show. And remember, you can listen to us again and again. The podcast of this radio show is available right after we get off the air tonight. And remember, we're here for you, not for us, giving our veterans a voice. Have a good one, everybody.
Enjoy
Be safe. Bye-bye.